First at 10, the longest government shutdown in history is over. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Shannon Heggie. President Trump is expected to officially sign the funding bill passed by the House tonight in just a little bit. The bill funds the government through the end of January, extends funding for SNAP benefits for a full year, and reverses shutdown-related layoffs of federal workers.
But the legislation does not include the extension to the Affordable Care Act tax credits that Democrats say is critical to lower premiums, leaving many in the party frustrated.
Here in Rhode Island, all 4 members of our congressional delegation voted against reopening the government. They say they did so to fight for Affordable Care Act tax credits, which had been a sticking point for Democrats. Kayla Fish spoke to some of our local lawmakers and joins us with the latest. Kayla?
Well, that vote happened at about 8 p.m. and just minutes later, I spoke with Rhode Island Congressmen Seth Magaziner and Gabe Amo in D.C. They described the feel in the House chamber as tense and explained their reasons for voting against the bill to reopen the government.
I come at this with mixed emotions.
It did not have to be this way.
Rhode Island's U.S. representatives joining their House colleagues for the first session since mid-September for a vote ending the government shutdown.
I want to say that all this was utterly pointless and foolish. The Democrats openly admitted, many of them said it in their own words, that they used the American people as leverage in this political game. They knew that it would cause that pain to the people, and they did it anyway.
Both Magaziner and Amo voted against the legislation to reopen the government because it doesn't address the expiring health care subsidies, which were at the center of the Democrats' shutdown demands.
On the one hand, I'm very glad that all of the federal employees who have been working hard without pay are finally going to get the pay that they have earned. But I'm also furious, frankly, that Republicans did not include health care funding in the budget, because I committed to Rhode Islanders that I would not vote for a budget unless it included Affordable Care Act funding so that people's costs don't spike. And unfortunately, this budget fails to do that.
Amo called the bill to end the shutdown without those subsidies a bad deal. When
we see that tax credit expire, it means that so many of our neighbors won't be paying for health insurance. They won't have a way to, seeing their costs double and triple. And on top of that, it will cause real havoc on all of our healthcare system.
Senator Jack Reed also voted against the plan. He says the fight for health care isn't over.
We're not going to give up the fight. We have a commitment to vote on the bill in the Senate in a few weeks. My view is, if we don't really try to draw the line now, this is just the first assault on health care in the United States.
Now, even when the government reopens, it will likely take several days for things like air travel and paychecks for federal workers to get back to normal. In the newsroom, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.